Somewhere along the line, I started working with NFPC Junior Staff Club as a bartender.
I want to find out, how was the journey for you? I know I've heard your story, but I know everybody has not heard your story. How was the journey for you? Was it smooth all through?
No, it was never ever smooth. It was never ever smooth. Like I said, it comes from that will of purpose, that determination to succeed. So growing up, I've always wanted to be an actor.
Okay.
And you know the way it starts with the normal drama unit, dramatic society, and doing all what it takes to find yourself in the space. And somewhere along the line, I started working with NFPC Junior Staff Club as a bartender.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
was that why you had that?
The call to bar.
The call to bar.
Yes,
Okay.
everything around me, my stories, my movies.
You've not called me on that set.
You are going. The A-listers. You don't just call them for, for Jam Jam. Jam Jam is the one that.
I really like to do those kind of roles where I'm like a bartender.
You come and do. No, we should be thinking of doing a very proper film.
Okay.
So let's get in. You see. I was working as a bartender from that space. I would see a lot of people, the likes of Alex O will come today. They'll bring the Shino Peters. They'll bring So I was saying to myself that someday, somehow, somewhere, sometime in life, I'm going to get into this entertainment space. So there was one time I approached RMD when it came, long time ago. So we're talking and he advised me and said, you have to go to school. Education is important. Afterwards, trust me, all these things, you can, because I was very interactive at the time. I always engaged them. And besides, I was their favorite bartender.
Wow.
There's a way you attend to people, they just like you. And they connect with you and all of that. So that was how I gained admission into Delta State University to study theater arts. And from studying theater arts, the science started coming. I used to organize a campus beauty pageant.
Oh, wow.
I used to organize the campus award night. And the campus beauty pageant actually produced 3 different candidates that represented Nigeria for Miss World.
Wow.
So I've always been there. From there, the likes of Silverbird, Ben Bruce, they knew me way back. I would come with my candidates, who go to a hotel, it's either the first runner-up, second runner-up, or they are winning something. So that exposure alone started giving me insight into the Lagos space. And so the big one that happened for me was when I invited the king of comedy, Ali Baba, to come be part of my show in Delta State University. So when he came to be a part of that show, the show was highly successful. He was highly impressed. And then he said, your level and sense of packaging is too tight.
It is.
As a student. What are your plans? What do you intend to do after now? I said, I intend to, go into that Lagos space someday, make myself useful. And that was how he said, okay, you can come. Come, be my personal assistant after school. So that was how I came to Lagos, so I became his personal assistant.
Okay.
And from being his personal assistant, I became his event manager. And from working with him, I started doing stand-up, opening shows for him. So if we travel together, it will create an opportunity for, I'll give you 5 minutes, in the try, and all of that. So from 5 minutes to 10 minutes, 10 minutes to 30, and to us building our own brand, to becoming show owners in the same space where our show now qualifies to be one of the biggest shows in Africa. So from there, I said to myself, as a theater artist, you need to also put a stamp on it. You can't just study theater arts and major in directing, and at the time I was the only student in the history of my set that was able to even direct a convocation production. That's the kind of production where you would get the professors, the doctors in the department to handle. But I was trusted with it because of the capacity I had at the time. So all of that created openings for me. And so working with Ali Baba and meeting people, created even a better exposure that formed the AY brand. So one day I woke up, I said, okay, from doing skits, every other week. All these skits that everybody they are doing today, we started it.
Yes, now.
So everything that we do today, if I'm not doing with Genevieve today, I'm doing with Iniedo tomorrow, I'm doing with Tomotola, I'm doing with just name everybody. So there was this connection between me and people. So that became an attraction. Waiting in the tell them. Why? How come they like him so much? These people, they helped to build my brand. Because people were like, for this person to have the capacity to be engaging these people and they are always with him, there must be something about him. And all of that, which I'm very thankful, they helped to build the brand AY that people see today. And that's why it's very easy for people to call me. I just want to jump and do anything for people because I want the story to resonate. I want that story to also go around that I also impacted on people as well. So that was it. I did my first movie, 30 Days in Atlanta.
Wow, that was big.
Yes.
That was big with Funke.
Yeah, no, the Funke was a trip to Jamaica.
Oh, trip to Jamaica.
Trip to Jamaica. 30 Days in Atlanta was me, and I did that in Atlanta. I did
RMD?
that. RMD was
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So now, for you to understand how people dream, now, initially, this was me going to meet Bros, show me road, I go be, and all that. Then, from his advice, I decided to go to school. From going to school, I became somebody. And then within the same space, I'm now working with RMD, we're working, we're discussing projects, we're sitting together on the table, we are breaking down the script together and say, we'll do it this way, we'll do it this way, it will go this way. Which is the beauty of having a role model, having people that will be your vision helper.
Yes.
They will build you, and then you become you will still enjoy the same space with them.
Yeah.
You know, there are some young girls today.
Yes.
You see them, you party, you go, you see them, they come and greet you and all that.
Yes.
You know that this
And
person has improved.
Yes.
Something has happened to this as a result of the impact.
Yes.
Or what you showed or played, the role you played in that person's life. So that's why I give kudos to the likes of RMD, Alibaba, every time of my life.
RMD.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We thank you.
And people always say,
you.
don't you get tired of always mentioning? No. Because if God did not bring these people my way, I probably would be somewhere in worry. Don't they break bottle for person's head? And all of
I see that in your movies. But you even break your own head first.